Hello. Hi everybody, welcome to the 2022 Public Fashion Review and Public Speaking show. Tonight we're going to start with our sewing fashion review. We have 4 contestants. We have 3 in the junior level and 1 in the senior level. All right, so our first sewing fashion review contestant is Addie Smith. Addie Smith is the daughter of Chad and Shannon Smith. Addie is 10 years old and just finished the 4th grade. Addie is homeschooled and is a member of the Hearts at Home 4-H club. This is her 2nd year in 4-H. This year, Addie has made a flowy sleeve top with a gathered waist and elastic neckline. She chose a cotton fabric with purple, blue, pink, and orange swirls. Her accessories include black pants and black strappy sandals. Addie is involved in swine, create with a mix, and photography. Outside of 4-H, Addie enjoys kayaking and reading. Addie Smith. Our next contestant is Isabelle Davis. Isabelle Davis is the daughter of Keisha and Andrew Dosher. Isabelle is 13 years old and just finished the 6th grade at North Daviess. She is a member of the Country Cougars 4-H club, and this is her 4th year in 4-H. Isabella has made a fitted blouse with a knee-length loose skirt. She chose a black knit cotton fabric with big red poppy flowers. Isabelle is accessorizing with black wedges and a silver necklace with the word love on it. She is also involved in swine and rabbits. Outside of 4-H, Isabelle is involved in band, choir, and softball. Isabelle Davis. Kiana Smith. Kiana Smith is the daughter of Chad and Shannon Smith. Kiana is 12 years old and just finished the 7th grade. Kiana is homeschooled and a member of the Hearts at Home 4-H club. This is her 5th year in 4-H. Kiana has made a cold shoulder flowy mid-length dress. She chose a turquoise cotton fabric with coral flowers. Her accessories include white sandals and bluebird earrings. Kiana is also involved in swine, photography, and create with a mix. Outside of 4-H, Kiana likes to go shopping, read, and play with her cats. Kiana Smith. And last but not least, our 10-year member, Jordan Remsburg. Jordan Remsburg is the daughter of Amy and Jason Remsburg. Jordan is 18 years old and just graduated from North Daviess High School. She is a member of the Country Cougars 4-H club and is a 10-year member this year. Jordan has made a loose-fitting pullover top with side, front, and back panels, and pants with a waistband and patch pockets. She chose cotton fabrics, one with pigs on a blue background with peach panels, and one a simple gray. Jordan is accessorizing with a purple stethoscope and a pig. She is also involved in dairy, vet science, and is the president of the Junior Leaders Club. Jordan plans to attend Purdue University in the fall to pursue a degree in animal science with a concentration in pre-veterinary medicine. Jordan Remsburg. All right. So now we're going to have all our contestants come back out here, and we are going to announce the winners. Come on. All right. So first, everyone in the fashion review, both divisions, received a blue. And then in our junior level, we have a reserve champion, a champion, and then an overall junior reserve grand champion and junior grand champion. So for your 2022 reserve champion and champion for fashion review, your champion is going to be Isabelle Davis, and your reserve champion will be Addie Smith. And then your overall junior reserve grand champion and grand champion will be reserve grand champion Addie Smith and junior grand champion Isabelle Davis. And then for your senior level, champion and grand champion, as well as Indiana State Fair Fashion Review selection, Jordan Remsburg. So we're going to give them a moment to change, and next we're going to do our consumer clothing show. I'm going to turn this off. Hold on. This is not doing what I want it to do. There we go. Mom used to do this in the past, so I'm sorry if I'm not as entertaining as her. I will try my best, but we're going to have 6 consumer clothing models tonight. Job, but I am not as fun as her, so she must be watching. Consumer clothing and you're already changed, you can go ahead and get over here and we'll get you lined up. begin the Consumer Clothing Award presentation. So once again, we are going to start with Addie Claire Smith. Addie Claire Smith is the daughter of Chad and Shannon Smith. Addie is 10 years old and just finished the 4th grade. Addie is homeschooled and is a member of the Hearts at Home 4-H Club. This is her 2nd year in 4-H. Addie's clothing item she chose is a tie-dyed print top because it's cute and she can wear it with lots of other clothing items. The approximate cost of her item was $6.98. She's accessorizing with black pants, black strappy sandals, llama earrings, and black glasses. Consumer Clothing has taught her to buy clothing that works with clothes she already has. Addie is also involved in swine, create with a mix, and photography. Outside of 4-H, Addie enjoys kayaking and reading. Addie Claire Smith. Up next, we have Maya Pride. Maya Pride is the daughter of Matt and Megan Pride. Maya is 11 years old and just finished the 5th grade. Maya goes to Bar Eve and is a member of the Vikings 4-H Club. This is her 3rd year in 4-H. Maya's outfit she chose includes a black denim jacket, a mauve tank top, a gray camisole, and a pair of jean shorts because she thought it was cute and felt good while wearing them. The approximate cost of her items was $45. She is accessorizing with a pair of gray, teal, black, and white tennis shoes. Consumer Clothing has taught Maya that she likes jean shorts, even though she didn't think she would. Maya is also involved in creative writing, foods, and is the vice president of the Vikings 4-H Club. Outside of 4-H, Maya enjoys acting, writing, and gymnastics. Maya Pride. Aaliyah Clark. Aaliyah Clark is the daughter of Valerie and Derek Clark. Aaliyah is 11 years old and just finished the 5th grade. Aaliyah goes to Griffith Elementary and is a member of the Blue Ribbon Wranglers 4-H Club. This is her 3rd year in 4-H. Aaliyah's outfit she chose includes a tank top and plaid shirt that she purchased, also a pair of jeans and shoes that she already owned. She chose this outfit because they are multi-purpose and can be worn to multiple events. The approximate cost of her items was $21.95. She is accessorizing with a gold necklace that she received as a gift that says Faith and silver earrings that were also a gift. Consumer Clothing has taught Aaliyah about folding and sorting laundry. Outside of 4-H, Aaliyah enjoys basketball, tennis, camping, and drawing. She is also involved in shooting sports, crafts, and is secretary of her 4-H club. Aaliyah Clark. Kiana Smith. Kiana Smith is the daughter of Chad and Shannon Smith. Kiana is 12 years old and just finished the 7th grade. Kiana is homeschooled and a member of the Hearts at Home 4-H Club. This is her 5th year in 4-H. Kiana's outfit she chose includes a black and white striped top with ruffled sleeves and a tie front and black stretchy jeans. She chose this outfit because she likes it, and it goes with other clothing items she already has. The approximate cost of her items was $26. She is accessorizing with black dangly earrings and white sandals. Consumer Clothing has taught Kiana how to do laundry and coordinate her clothing items. Kiana is also involved in swine, photography, and create with a mix. Outside of 4-H, Kiana likes to go shopping, read, and play with her cats. Kiana Smith. Addison Giesler. Addison Giesler is the daughter of Cammie and Jason Giesler. Addison is 17 years old and just finished the 11th grade. Addison goes to North Daviess High School and is a member of the Country Cougars 4-H Club. This is her 9th year in 4-H. Addison's outfit she chose is her favorite pair of jeans, a white bodysuit, a brown and black dress flannel, and her favorite pair of white boots. She only purchased her headband. She chose this outfit because it looks good and is comfortable. The approximate cost of her items was $4. She is accessorizing with a headband that can also be used as a scrunchie or face mask. Consumer Clothing has taught Addison how to get the most out of your money and clothing. Addison is also involved in sheep, creative writing, and rabbits. Outside of 4-H, Addison enjoys band, choir, and golf. She plans to attend Ball State in the future and pursue a degree in zoology. Addison Giesler. And once again, our 10-year member, Jordan Remsburg. Jordan Remsburg is the daughter of Amy and Jason Remsburg. Jordan is 18 years old and just graduated from North Daviess High School. She is a member of the Country Cougars 4-H Club and is a 10-year 4-H member this year. Jordan's outfit she chose is a black lace party dress she bought to wear to her school's homecoming dance. The approximate cost of her item was $99. She is accessorizing with a pair of black wedges. Consumer Clothing has taught Jordan how to find deals while shopping and to maximize her budget. She is also involved in dairy, vet science, and is the president of the Junior Leaders Club. Jordan plans to attend Purdue University in the fall to pursue a degree in animal science with a concentration in pre-veterinary medicine. Jordan Remsburg. So now we will be presenting awards to all our consumer clothing participants. So I'm going to go ahead and have you girls come back out here. In a line, you're good. So for our consumer clothing, we have 3 divisions. We have beginners, intermediate, and advanced, and this is based on their grade level. So across all divisions, everyone that participated in our consumer clothing received a blue. Oops, sorry. Okay, for our beginners, we have a reserve champion, a champion, and then one that will have their notebook selected to go to the state fair. So our reserve champion for the beginning category will be Maya Pride. And then our beginner category champion, as well as Indiana State Fair selection, will be Aaliyah Clark. For our intermediate division, we'll have a champion and an Indiana State Fair selection. And for intermediate, that will be Kiana Smith. All right. And then in our advanced division, we'll have a reserve champion, and then an Indiana State Fair selection for their notebook, and then what's new this year, an Indiana State Fair selection for their modeling of their consumer clothing. In the past, you could only go with your notebook. So our champion and our reserve champion and reserve grand champion will be Jordan Remsburg, and she was selected to model at the state fair. And then our champion, grand champion, and notebook Indiana State Fair selection will be Addison Giesler. Can we get one more round of applause for all our consumer clothing participants? All right, so we're going to take a short break, and we ask anyone who is competing in the public speaking to go check in with the office, make sure they have all your information. And we'll take a short break, and then we will start with our public speaking competition. So we are now going to start our public speaking competition. I'd like to ask all the public speaking participants to come sit in the front row, which I think we have most of you already. We're going to start with the beginning category. Let me go right here. So for the Clover category, we don't have any new entries, so we're going to start right off with the junior category. Our first speaker is going to be Wyatt Barber, who I am told his subject is a surprise. So, he's ready to go. You ready? Ready? Do you want me to help you with your microphone?
Yeah.
You can put it up here. Is this good? Is that good? Okay. We're going to get his stuff situated. Give us 1 second. Okay, that's good. And I'll get this for you. How's that? You good? Okay, we're ready. Take it away.
Hello, my name is Wyatt Barber. I am going into 6th grade at Washington Upper Elementary. I am in the Blue Ribbon Wranglers 4-H Club and the 4-H Shooting Sports Club. So breakfast, it's a meal you eat in the morning. Some people say it's the most important meal of the entire day. Fun fact, did you know that breakfast is called breakfast because you're breaking your fast from sleeping? Today I'll be talking about the history of breakfast. The first instance of the average stereotypical breakfast was in the early 1800s when some office workers started eating a breakfast before work. Eventually, this became widespread. Before this, people would go to work, take a break, and then take a break for breakfast. But however, foods like eggs and bacon weren't a part of breakfast. Imagine without bacon, I know I can't. In fact, eggs and bacon weren't a breakfast food until 1920. Though eggs in general have been food since 3200 BC, though not as extreme, bacon has been food under the exact same circumstances since 1500 BC. Even further down the line, in 1100 AD, people started eating pancakes. This was often on a day called Throwing Tuesday, which basically meant Pancake Day. Yes, that's an entire day about pancakes. Nonetheless, Throwing Tuesday was before Lent, and the pancakes were made to use dairy products, which would otherwise go to waste during Lent, where dairy products couldn't be consumed. As for foods like porridges, they were there from the very beginning of the term breakfast in the 1600s. What became commonly eaten for breakfast changed a lot after 1920. Tomato gravy and biscuits were common in the 1930s due to the Great Depression. In the 1940s, things got interesting with foods like the one-eyed Jack, eggs in a basket, or toad in a hole. Thanks to Bisquick and Betty Crocker, pancakes became popular in the 1950s. In the 1960s, vintage breakfast cereals became really popular, gaining millions of fans to the kids watching a lot of cereal ads while watching Saturday morning TV. In the 1970s, crepes, which are very thin pancakes with fruits are wrapped in, became popular. In the 1980s, geese, which is basically an egg cake, became popular. Chicken and waffles were very popular in the 1990s. Breakfast burritos were very popular in the 2000s due to how easy they were to get at the time. You could even find them in fast food restaurants. Lastly, avocado toast was all the rage in the 2010s and is still popular today. So that's a summary of the long history of breakfast. I hope you found this piece informational. Enjoy your breakfast tomorrow, and I'll see you next year.
Good job, Ward. Thank you so much. Can I get another round of applause for Ward's breakfast? Sweet. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to move this back up. That's kind of awkward. We're going to give the judges a minute to work on their comment cards. Speaking of breakfast, the 4-H food stand is going to offer breakfast this year. And it's on Facebook. It's going to be, I'm pretty sure, Tuesday through Friday of the fair. They're going to have like sausage, bacon, biscuits and gravy, some eggs, all that kind of stuff. This is a new thing this year, which is super exciting. I know last year or the other 10 years I did 4-H, it would have been awesome, but it's happening now. So if you were up watching animals at 6 a.m. like I was, you can grab breakfast while you're already here, which is awesome. So the judges are ready, and our next junior division public speaker is going to be Wyatt Barber. You ready to go?
You can do it!
Okay. Is this a good height for you?
I believe in you.
Is this okay? Okay. Is that good? Sure. Okay.
Hello, my name is Wyatt Barber. Have you ever shot a muzzleloader? Well, you might get a chance to shoot a muzzleloader if you participate in 4-H shooting sports. In shooting sports, you're given the opportunity to learn shotguns, rifles, pistols, muzzleloaders, and archery. 4-H shooting sports clubs also offer outdoor pursuit, which includes survival skills like building a fire and animal trapping. The 4-H shooting sports club in Daviess County also has experts who teach the members stuff like how to make a fishing net to fish, rock climbing, camping, and more. By the way, I'm in 4-H shooting sports. Muzzleloaders are very dangerous. They shoot harder than a shotgun, which are really strong. Muzzleloaders were one of the first guns ever invented. Most muzzleloaders are used for close range. They shoot about 1 to 2 football fields long. Most other guns shoot even farther than that. And I learned all of that in 4-H shooting sports. Shooting sports teaches us to shoot and handle guns as well as bows and arrows safely, which is a skill we will use for the rest of our lives. As a matter of fact, gun and bow safety is so important that safety training is mandatory for all members. Shooting sports prepares kids for the future by teaching us all kinds of skills that will keep us safe, always. Before you get to do anything in shooting sports, the shooting sports leaders have to teach everybody the safety of everything the shooting sports clubs do, even the members that have been in the club for years. In the United States, 4-H shooting sports teaches over 500,000 kids and teenagers each year. 4-H shooting sports help kids develop life skills. And not only that, but it's very fun for young kids. 4-H was founded in 1902, which is a long time ago. But shooting sports was only added to 4-H in 1976 when someone named Tom Davidson requested it to be added to Texas 4-H. And then from then on, state after state decided to do 4-H shooting sports. As I said earlier, I'm in the Daviess County 4-H shooting sports club. My favorite thing to do in it is archery. I was even in the archery club at my school last year. I like archery because it's not really loud like a gun. I had a lot of fun doing shooting sports this year, and you should also. That was everything I researched about 4-H shooting sports. Thank you for listening to my speech about it, and I will see you next year.
Great job, Wyatt. I'll give you your binder back. Thank you for telling us about shooting sports. And Wyatt's right, you should join shooting sports because it's kind of new in Daviess County and it's a great club and it's fun, isn't it, Wyatt? Wyatt says it's fun. So we'll give the judges a minute. So I have a question, Wyatt, since you said archery is your favorite, right? So when they put archery in the movies, like in the Avengers, Hawkeye, is it accurate or no?
Well, it's not really that accurate because there's not really different types of arrows that can do all this stuff. And it's really hard to get so good at archery that you're that accurate.
So you're telling me you're not going to be Hawkeye by the time you finish shooting sports in your 10th year?
Maybe I will. But no.
You don't think so? What else do you learn in shooting sports besides about your archery?
Well, we learn all types
Oh, sorry. You don't have to open the binder again.
I mentioned that we shoot shotguns and muzzleloaders, rifles, and pistols.
So what's your second favorite?
I would say rifles.
I understand. Are you guys good? Okay. So great job, Wyatt. So our next junior contestant is going to be Jackson Brower. Let me move this up for you. Okay. Is the mic okay? Try it out. Okay.
Hi, my name is Jack Brower. I am 14 years old. This is my 5th year in 4-H and my first year participating in public speaking. Today I'm going to be talking about how my involvement in the Swine Project has helped me develop character through confidence building, leadership, problem solving, creating core values, and goal setting. Showing swine and preparing for the show has helped me gain confidence, as it has required much planning and effort. It's taught me to work hard and be proud of what I've accomplished. There are many 4-H members older than me with more experience, and they have helped me with my earlier years in this project. Some of those older members include Tyler Boyd and Caleb Armstrong. Watching how the older members show their pigs in the show arena has also helped me with my confidence. 4-H has taught me much about leadership. I have 3 younger brothers, and I am taking the knowledge I've gained from previous years and passing it on to them. A good example of this is taking them to the barn each day and teaching them how to fill the feeder, watering tank, in addition to walking the pigs in the correct fashion through the pasture. With leadership comes responsibility, and I take the responsibility for the care of my animals very seriously, as well as teaching my brothers how to care for the animals properly. Problem solving. Over the years, I have had to cope with many problems with our pigs. Determining how to deal with issues such as injuries, illness, and even lice are all challenges I've had to solve. The veterinarian may have to visit, and specific instructions of medications may have to be followed and delivered. 4-H and showing swine has helped me build strong core values. It's taught me how to work hard and push through challenges. It's also taught me to help give back to others by helping younger members learn, grow, and develop the skills that I have. I can support the 4-H pledge as it states, I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living, for my club, my community, my country, and my world. And finally, goal setting. Goal setting and the effort taken to achieve those goals is a defining part of my character, of which 4-H has helped me develop. I take pride in and put forth much effort in all of my projects. There are always opportunities for shortcuts, but that typically doesn't lead to the best outcome. Giving my best effort all the time, even when no one is watching or pushing me, is the best thing to do. There are times when taking care of pigs is not the easiest or cleanest job, but I don't stop giving my all because at the end of the project, I want to know that I did my best. Today I spoke about how my involvement in 4-H and showing swine has helped me build character. I'm thankful to be part of the Daviess County 4-H Club, and I look forward to making many more friends and continuing to participate in swine shows. Thank you.
Okay, great job, Jackson. We love swine. Do we have other swine members up here? Just one? Wait, are you one of the brothers he's talking about?
Yeah.
Is he your leader? Does he do a good job?
I wouldn't say my leader, but he does a good job.
Okay. but he sets a good example. Okay. All right. I actually think you get to go next.
Yep.
Can you follow that?
Who knows?
We'll find out. There. I think we need one more second, and then you can go. But you're ready, so you're good. He's ready to go. Are you going to show him up, or just...
I don't know.
There's no competitiveness between the brothers?
Not really.
I don't know if
Not the sports, yes.
Okay. Not public speaking? Okay. You guys ready? Okay. So next we have Nolan Brower. Okay. Tell me if this is good. You're good? Do you need you want your cards, or do you need this?
She got the cards.
Okay. I'll move this way.
Hi, my name is Nolan Brower, and I'm 10 years old, and this is my first year in public speaking. Today I will be talking about my obsession with cooking and how it helps me be a better person. It is productive, beneficial, and is a helpful skill to my family. It's a healthier option than eating out too. It lets my mom get out of a chore to do and provides good tasting meals for my family. It's a learning experience as well. Reading, basic measures, and following directions are all important skills included with cooking. Cooking gets me off my phone and provides fun family time in the kitchen. My love for cooking started when I was very young. I would always want to help my mom and grandma. Over time, I've become more mature with how I cook and what I cook. I used to make smaller meals for 1 to 2 people, but now I can cook for my family of 5 and more. Just because I like to cook does not mean I like to bake. Desserts aren't my thing. My specialty and favorite thing to make is breakfast, though, especially candied bacon. I love making waffles, pancakes, sausage, and hash browns too. There's a process to making good candied bacon. You cook it 2/3 the way through, put your candying syrup on with brown sugar, let the brown sugar caramelize, and you're good. I have 3 brothers and 2 parents. I'm going to tell you their favorite food or meal I make and a few tips about that meal. My youngest brother is John. He is 7 years old, and his favorite meal I make is chili oil ramen. Whenever you're making ramen, make sure the noodles cook all the way through. They start to straighten out and they're not bunched up. My younger brother, Ben, his favorite meal I make is dry rub chicken wings on the grill. My mom helps me with this too. Whenever you're making dry rub chicken wings, make sure you put them in the oven so they cook all the way through. Jack, my older brother, his favorite meal I make is Wagyu steak. Make sure you let it rest at least 2 minutes after you cook it. My mom really loves any meal I make. My dad, though, is obsessed with poached eggs. Whenever you're making poached eggs, scald the water, don't boil it. Make a whirlpool effect in the water, drop your egg in, and the egg white will wrap around the egg yolk. After visiting many restaurants, I have some favorite meals I would like to recreate in the future. I love Bobe's grilled chicken and fettuccine alfredo, Mason's conies and fried jalapeno poppers, and the buff chick and BBQ, like the insect to be because they put honey on it, from the Cheese Louise food truck. I've had the opportunity to work at the Cheese Louise food truck this summer, hoping to get some experience in the industry and to see how to run a business and cook for a crowd. I've been told that you can hear the passion and love for my cooking when I speak about it. I hope to one day go to culinary school and take my skills to the next level. But for now, I just enjoy making my family's favorite dishes and learning all I can to create interesting, and creative meals. Thank you.
Alright. So, seeing as breakfast is a popular subject today, where are your favorite places to eat breakfast, Ward?
Well, I don't like having people like restaurants to eat breakfast because I prefer to like make breakfast at home.
Okay. So you like making your own?
Yeah.
All right. Nolan, what's your favorite place to get breakfast? If you're not cooking it, of course.
American Table.
That's a good one. Okay. So is Nolan a good cook, Jackson?
Yeah, he is.
It is confirmed. Okay. So you do foods in 4-H, right? What are you making this year?
I actually don't do foods in 4-H.
Oh, because it's too much baking.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. What about jam? Do you do jam?
No.
No. Just cooking. Okay, I understand. You know, the extension office, we really appreciate snacks if you ever want to bring us stuff. Got leftovers or anything. We're right in there. You know where to find us. Okay? Keep us in mind. All right. So the judges are ready, and our next public speaking contestant will be Ayla Owens. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think so.
And then I'll move your mic down a little bit. But okay. And then just make sure you talk right into it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay. Who likes Disney? I know I do. There are many great lessons to be found in these movies. Most of us have seen Toy Story, whether you like Disney or not. It is a great example how unlikely people come together and form an unbreakable friendship. I can't imagine Buzz without Woody or Woody without Buzz. They might not have gotten along at first, but after lots of struggles, they end up coming together stronger than ever. Hi, my name is Ayla Owens, and this is my 6th year of 4-H. Today, I'm here to talk to you to address the importance of friendship and being kind. Being someone's friend has much more of an impact on them than you realize. But real life doesn't always feel like a movie where you see the happily ever after while eating a bowl of popcorn. Researchers say 4 times the amount of people from 30 years ago say they have 0 friends. Life can be hard, but it is proven that going through difficult times alone is even harder. I read loneliness can contribute to many mental health problems like anxiety and depression. One study even shows that having no friends is as deadly as smoking cigarettes daily. The impact of friendship is huge. That's why it's so important to be a friend. The influence you have on a person is much greater than you expect, whether it is good or bad. Your words could either build someone up or tear them down. A simple compliment can turn a person's whole day around. You never know what a person is going through. I try my best to always keep this in mind. Not only can kind words impact a person, but also mean ones too. Saying mean words can cause someone to feel insecure or like they're not good enough. Everyone has felt this way, and it is not a good feeling. So why make someone feel this way? The influence you have on a person is much more, excuse me, So why make someone feel this way? Just like the lesson learned in Bambi, if you can't say anything nice, don't say nothing at all. You may ask yourself, what can I do? It is a really simple answer, actually. One easy way is to keep your eyes open for people who might need a friend. Invite and include everyone. Listening is a good way to make a person feel heard. By listening to them, you let them know they are not alone and they have a friend. Giving encouragement to someone helps them feel supported. Make it your goal to look for people in need of a friend, support, and encouragement. I challenge you all to compliment as many people as you can. Start by counting how many people you can compliment, and eventually you'll do it without even thinking and it'll become a habit. For over 100 years, 4-H has been given opportunity to youth to gain meaningful friendships. Each club has kids from different cultures, backgrounds, interests, and ages, but yet we all come together with one goal, to better ourselves and our communities. 4-H connects us just like Woody and Buzz. Thank you for your time.
Great job, Ayla. So, what is everyone's favorite Disney movie? Do we have favorites? Wyatt, what's your favorite Disney movie? I just messed with this. Hold on. Let me fix it first. You don't have a favorite Disney movie? Did I mess this up? Okay, hold on. I shouldn't have taken it off. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, we're good. Okay. He says I didn't mess it up. Ward, what do you think? Do you have a favorite Disney movie?
I don't like Disney.
What do you like? Do you like Universal?
I usually don't like men. And none of them are very funny.
Okay. Ayla, what's your favorite Disney movie?
I like them all.
It's hard to choose. Okay. What about Leah? Do you have a favorite Disney movie? No? Jackson, do you have a favorite Disney movie?
Cars.
Okay, there we go. We actually got someone to say movie. What about you, Nolan?
I don't really pay attention to it, see if it's Disney or not.
What about Ratatouille? That one's about cooking. You like that?
Yeah,
Yeah? Okay. Addie, what's your favorite Disney movie?
I like Tarzan.
Okay. And what about you, Dylan? So we got 2 cars, and that's it. You guys aren't very fun. What about Encanto? Have you seen Encanto? I like Encanto, personally. You don't like it?
I don't like Encanto at all. Probably my least favorite.
Why?
Let's not talk about it right now.
Okay. We don't have to talk about Encanto anymore. I apologize. Okay, so our judges are ready, and next up, we have Leah Owens. I'll move your mic down just a little bit.
Next week, this very place we are sitting in will be full of amazing projects, just as it is each year. When you are walking around the exhibit hall, have you ever wondered how the 4-H youth picked their perfect project? Hi, my name is Leah Owens. I'm a 4th year 4-H member, and I'd like to talk to you about how I picked the best project for me. In my 4 years as a 4-H member, I have considered trying many projects, like photography, for example. But I don't have a nice camera, and have you seen the amazing photos they turn in each year? I'm not sure I have an eye for it. Ooh, or I could try entomology, the study of creepy crawlies. But I'm not a big fan of the 8-legged ones. Plus, I could never hurt a fly. Well, this could be harder than I thought. I once read, keep your focus on your passions in life and the things you enjoy doing. A great place to start when looking for the perfect project is thinking about your hobbies and interests. What excites you? Everyone is different and enjoys different things. My best friend loves to draw and is an amazing artist. So each year, she does a sketch of some sort, and I look forward to seeing her masterpiece hang in the project hall each year. Near her grand champion drawing, you can see the amazing posters the 4-H youth have put a lot of time and work into. A poster is one of the best ways to display your interests. For example, if you like dogs, there are posters about dogs. If you're a fisherman, you can do a poster about fishing. And even if you like to help out and be around kids, there is the Child Development Project. Got any talents? 4-H provides a multitude of opportunities for members to showcase their strengths and talents. Performing arts is one of the best places for anyone who likes to sing, dance, or even act. If being on stage isn't for you, and you find yourself behind a book, maybe creative writing would be a good fit. It is a fun project for anyone who likes to tell stories and write. Plus, we've already discussed the wonderful projects that have been lining the project hall. Did you know there are 13 basic craft categories and multiple projects for the fine arts? There is something for all levels of artistry and creativity. During these years and my many not so successful attempts at finding the best projects for me, I feel as if I found the ones that highlight me the best. I started thinking of my own interest and what makes me excited. I love cooking and being creative in the kitchen, so I gave Create a Mix a try. Now, it's my favorite project. Even though I haven't had the best in show each year, I look forward to coming up with new successes. My first year, I did not get a good ribbon, but I enjoyed my project. So I did it the following year, and the next, which was last year. And I got a grand champion ribbon on my recipe. Who doesn't love a good cookie? If you enjoyed a new project and didn't get the best score, do not give up. 4-H is not all about winning. Like my grandma always tells me, if you had fun, you won. Don't get discouraged if you haven't found the best project for yourself yet. There is something for everyone in 4-H. Who knows, maybe it's time to invest in a nice camera, or even go bug hunting. Whatever you decide, choose it because it makes you happy and you enjoyed it. A wise person once said, "Joy is found not in finishing an activity, but in doing it." Thank you.
Great job, Leah. Very inspiring. All right, and we have one more junior division. Last but certainly not least, Dylan, are you glad you're going last, or did you want to go first? Okay, he's good with the spot, so. I bet you're glad my mom's not here, right? She normally bothers you a lot. You're probably like, oh, thank goodness I didn't see that lady. You're one of her favorite people to pick on, Dylan. You should feel special. And Addie, she likes to bother Addie too. All right, the judges are ready. Dylan Stowers, our last but not least junior division participant. You can come on up. I'll get this. Is that okay? Yeah, that's good. Is that high enough too? Yeah. Okay, take it away.
Hello, my name is Dylan Stowers, and I'm entering the 6th grade at Washington Upper Elementary. I'm in the Jefferson 4-H Club, and this is my 3rd year in 4-H. My speech is about how 4-H helps build the next generation of leaders. The definition of leadership is the action of leading a group of people or an organization. We all play a leadership role in some way or another, even if we do not realize it. I use my leadership skills in 4-H at home, on the core field, at school, and at church. Since joining 4-H, my leadership skills have improved greatly. My siblings and I have observed examples of leadership while working with our great-grandfather in the garden. We have also watched and learned from older 4-Hers when cleaning up the fairgrounds before and after the fair. Recently, my siblings and I watched a special family's 4-H pigs, so they were able to go on a much-needed vacation. They obviously felt confident when my siblings and I were left in charge of the 4-H projects. I have been encouraged to conquer public speaking because of the leadership my sister and brother have shown me over the years with their many grand champion ribbons. Of all projects I have been a part of, public speaking has probably helped me the most so far in life. It has taught me to have confidence in myself and to not fear talking in front of others. I was called on to read the morning announcements at my elementary school because my teachers knew my experience with public speaking through 4-H. Public speaking has also helped me during a school play. Once I knew my lines, I was not as nervous to say them in front of a crowd of people. I look forward to showing my leadership at my new elementary school where I will be in the top grade. I already know I would like to be an officer in the new student council. I suppose in my family, I show leadership when I'm with my younger cousins. I am their role model and they look up to me because I am their big cousin. I jump on the trampoline with them, I teach them how to play ball, and even how to hunt Easter eggs. Another time when I am a leader is when I am playing sports. I'm currently involved in basketball, baseball, and football. I try to be the best leader I can be on and off the court or field. Sometimes it can be very hard when you're down by 10 points with a minute left to go in a basketball game, or maybe even worse when you fumble the football in a league championship football game. But to truly be a good leader, you must be optimistic, even in the toughest situations. I've also learned a lot from my teachers and coaches who are tremendous leaders. The last 2 years, I have sat on the bench with my grandfather as he has coached the Washington Hatchet boys basketball team. My grandfather is a tremendous example of the type of leader I would like to be. He has led young men on and off the court for over 40 years. In closing, I would like to leave you with a quote from Vince Lombardi. Leaders aren't born, they are made, and they are made just like anything else through hard work. Therefore, I will continue to work hard so that I can be the best leader I can be. Thank you.
Great job, Dylan. All right, so that was the end of our junior division. And so in a few minutes, we will start our senior division, which will have one entry. And then after that, we have a special entry. We're doing an informative 4-H presentation, which is a little bit different than the public speaking speeches. And we have one entry, Miss Hannah Bennington. So hers will be a little bit different, but it's kind of in its own thing. So she'll be after Addie. But I do want to say they changed the guidelines. So the junior division is a really big age group. So you all did super good, and you went up against people that normally you wouldn't in the old way they used to do it. They used to split you up in smaller grades. But some of you could be anywhere from like 3rd grade up to I'm pretty sure it's like 7th grade. So you guys did a really good job. Addie, are you nervous? Just a little bit? But you're a veteran. Yeah, plus, you're a Jarrett. You got your speech coach, Chris Jarrett. You should be set. And your older brother, Owen, who set a great example, right? I'm just kidding. All right. So we'll give the judges a couple more minutes. So are all your guys' 4-H projects done? Or are you allowed to answer that? Yes? Wow, you guys are early. Look at you go. Board's not even close. That's okay. Hey, when I was in 4-H, I was still doing them today too, Board, so don't feel bad. You're close enough. Let's see. I'm just not as entertaining as my mom. What do you think, Wyatt? You're a man of few words. I appreciate that. What about next week? Are you excited for next week? You guys don't talk much for doing public speaking. I need some full sentence answers. I'm trying to fill the gap here, and you're not helping. You're just leaving me up here stranded to talk by myself.
Sorry about that.
Thank you, Ward. Ward apologized. What about you guys? Okay, Dylan, what about you? Are your projects done? Are you excited for next week?
Yeah.
Yeah? What other projects are you going to do?
Photography, gardening.
All right, you got your pictures ready? Yep. What'd you take pictures of? Oh, it's a surprise. All right. Addie, what about you? Are your projects done? That's okay. You have like 3 days. That's plenty of time. All right. What about you, Nolan? Are your projects done? Yes. Awesome. What about you, Jackson? Are your projects done? Yeah. Do you guys, what other projects do? You guys do pigs. What else?
I have to do posters.
Okay, awesome. What's your poster about?
Surprise.
Oh, it's a surprise too? No one's going to tell? Okay. What about you, Leah?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, she's done. What other projects are we doing?
I create with a mix and craft.
Okay. What craft are you doing?
I painted shoes.
Okay, she painted. Awesome. Very nice. Ayla, what are you doing?
I'm doing a poster and create with a mix.
Exciting. Okay. So we have 2 create with a mixes. All right, Wyatt, what do you have done?
I just studied public speaking and livestock.
All right, are your animals ready? Kind of. You have a sheep, don't you? And a cow? What are, okay, a steer. What are their names? You have a steer named Steve? I had a steer named Steve. What color is Steve? My Steve was black too. And he had white on his face. Isn't that cute? Does your Steve have white or just black? Is he good or bad?
What do you mean by that?
That might be a loaded question. Does he listen or does he not listen?
Well, he's been getting better a lot quicker.
So he's becoming more well-behaved.
Yeah, but a lot of times he tries to sit down and eat grass.
Oh, he wants to graze. My Steve was probably my best behaved steer ever. He would give kisses. Like if you put your face down by him, he'd lick your face.
When I try to feed him, sometimes he looks my
See, that's sweet. I think it's the name. Ward, are your sheep ready?
Well, mine might kind of be ready. I named it Baby because it hates being led.
Okay. Well, yeah, that happens. What else? Do you have a cow too? Or just sheep, Ward?
I also have a cat.
Oh, you have a heifer? What's your heifer's name?
Georgia. Her name is, the actual name is Dustin Rose. Thought it was too weird to call a girl by a boy named Paul. We call her Georgia because my dad bought him off the auction in Georgia because he didn't have any calves that we could use for it.
See.
Actually, we did have 4 cows. We used it for it, but my dad bought one because he thought the other cows would care for it and just cry.
Well, you know, there's some cows that are like that. What color is Georgia?
The exact same color as mine.
Okay, so she's black. Okay. All right, it looks like our judges are ready, so you guys don't have to talk anymore. So we have our senior division for public speaking, Addie Jarrett. You can adjust everything.
Good evening. My name is Addie Jarrett, and tonight I would like to talk about civil discourse in our country. As I'm sure all of you already know, our society has lost the art of communicating well with each other, especially in political settings. People are so desperate for their opinions to be heard that they will use falsehoods and logical fallacies to get their point across to their opponent. While you might find this disheartening to be reminded of, I have hope, because I believe that my generation is going to change the way we dialogue with one another. In June, I spent a week in Washington, D.C. on the Citizenship Washington Focus 4-H trip. I got the opportunity to make connections with teenagers all over the state. I also met people from other states such as Colorado, Connecticut, Arkansas, Texas, New Jersey, and Michigan. When we weren't touring around our nation's capital, we were in breakout groups discussing topics like leadership, citizenship, misinformation in the media, and civil discourse. We had 2 workshops. One, equipping us with the ability to discuss difficult subjects with respect and decorum, and the other, we learned how to detect fake news that tries to sway consumers by the manipulation of facts and intimidation. Finally, after preparing with our groups, we were able to participate in what is called Town Hall. This is a 2-hour-long session where our group of about 25 delegates got to have an open discussion about controversial subjects. These subjects were suggested by all the delegates from all the different states. Our top 3 voted on were gender equality, LGBTQ+ curriculum in public schools, and gun rights. There was one college-age program assistant who was allowed in the room, but she was not allowed to interfere with us unless things got really out of hand. It was incredibly refreshing to see that for a 2-hour time block, the youth had the floor. There was no teacher to quiet us, and no one invalidating us for our lack of life experience. We spoke and had fruitful and productive conversation with a very wide variety of opinions. After discussing our thoughts on a subject, we had to switch and try to brainstorm a solution. I was expecting these solutions to be the same old lines that you hear from politicians day after day that never seem to bring about a lot of change. But thankfully, I was very incorrect. These opinions and takes were new and innovative. No, we did not get into the logistics or implementation of every solution, but we have ideas and the will to try and find the answers. And we weren't just talking about theoretical ideas. We were hearing personal stories from people of all different backgrounds. It was eye-opening. And the best part of all, at the end of the session, we were all able to go back to laughing and hanging out, despite our differences. I think there are a few things that adults in government, especially, can take away from the 4-Hers I met at CWF. Number 1 is to listen. While there were a few instances where we spoke over each other, we quickly sorted it out and let one person speak at a time. People must listen if they really want to learn. Number 2 is to reevaluate your intentions. Are you speaking because you truly care about the well-being of your community or country, or are you speaking because you care about power and your voice being the loudest in the room? And finally, number 3, include the youth. If you want to make well-informed decisions to better your community, include the people it affects in the decision. Most of the time, this is young people, especially when schools and education are the subjects at hand. Not all teenagers are the social media obsessed monsters you may think we are. We actually care about the betterment of ourselves and others, and we want our voices to be heard. So what are some practical ways we can best include young people? I think it's to ask them questions. Invite them to share their experiences. Maybe the board or committee you serve on needs a youth representative to bring some diversity of thought to the table. Not only did my experience at CWF make me reflect on civil discourse on a national level, it also made me look inward on how I communicate with others in my own life. When a somewhat divisive topic comes up in history class, do I close my mind off and only bring my so-called perfect opinions in? Or do I enter the discussion with a posture of learning and attentiveness to the stories and experiences of others? This trip also taught me how often I separate modern-day issues from the people that actually experience it. I also learned just how much opinions depend on regions. I knew that going into the trip, but it didn't really register for me till I saw it firsthand, and I saw how heated it got between states like New Jersey and Connecticut with other states like Colorado and Arkansas. We had many conversations about how we were raised and how that had an enormous impact on our stances during town hall. Now, when I see all the different news platforms and reporters negatively bickering on the TV, I know there's change coming. Young people are tired of the cycle of stress and worry that is being caused by public political dialogue, and we are willing to work diligently to be the difference that we want to see. And I believe that most of those young people will be 4-Hers. Thank you.
Thank you, Addie. That was so good. It sounds so awkward when I get up here after you guys talk. So I never got to go on the Washington, D.C. trip, but was it worth it? Did you like it? Okay. Hannah, you went too. Hannah Bennington also went on the Washington citizenship trip. How was it? Did you like it?
It was amazing. It was truly life-changing.
That's so awesome. I may make you guys do interviews about it later. So, be ready. All right, so that is the end of our public speaking part of the verbal communication event, as it is called. Next, when the judges are ready, we will have our informative 4-H presentation with our one entry, Hannah Bennington. And she will take the floor when they're ready. All right, Hannah, are you ready? All right. Hannah Bennington, everybody.
Imagine being able to take a trip that will not only change your life, but you will have fun too and learn many different skills and things that you can bring back to your own communities. Good evening. My name is Hannah Bennington, and I'm a 10-year member of the Sugarland 4-H Club here in Daviess County. So this past June and early July, I attended a trip called Citizenship Washington Focus, where you spend a week in Washington, D.C. and surrounding areas, just exploring the areas, and then also working with other youth across the country, as well as youth from Indiana. And you come up with action plans in order to make your communities better. So I thought it was an amazing trip, and here's just a little bit of the information about CWF, because there's a lot of you guys that will be able to attend CWF in the future. So who is CWF? Like, who can be a part of this? Well, anybody grades 9 through 12 can apply to attend CWF. So that is several of you guys, and will soon be several of you guys, and I really recommend going on this trip. So what again exactly is CWF? So CWF is basically where you get the chance to make sure that your voice is heard while also hearing the opinions of others and learning how to properly discuss certain topics that are important to our communities. So several of these included ones that were important to us. I know in my breakout rooms we discussed drugs, school, public schools, just accepting people in public schools, gun rights, LGBTQ rights. And when did this happen? Well, like I said, end of June, early July, where Washington, D.C. and surrounding areas. And you can be a part of this by filling out the trip application form. Usually those are in January. I know I applied, I think a couple years ago, but I ended up not being able to go because it was during school, because it was a special CWF, which was the inauguration. So I know sometimes they do it that way. But either way, it is definitely lots of fun. So personal impacts I had from CWF. So I'd say the funniest thing was really just the bus ride to Washington, D.C. Our bus had a TV, a couple TVs on it, so we were actually allowed to watch movies. One of the ones we watched was Napoleon Dynamite, so that really started the trip off very well. It was definitely fun to meet people along the way and just meet people that had the same interests as I had. There's a lot of people on the bus that were kind of into singing, so we sang on the bus, which was pretty fun. Then I was able to meet several people from across the country, and I met really just two wonderful people, my roommate and my busmate, and it was just fun to kind of see the different experiences they had, because they showed more of animals and I'm more of projects, so it was interesting to hear their 4-H stories. And the last impact I had personally was definitely skill development. So I learned how to have a civil conversation, and I was just amazed because I mean, usually around here, I feel like sometimes political discussions can get very heated and very personal, but here it wasn't that way. We talked about different facts, and everybody was just allowed to give their opinion, and it was just so comforting to be able to discuss things civilly. Secondly was working together with people to create action plans that can actually be used in our own communities. So again, some of them had dealt around drugs and poverty, specifically hygiene poverty, with some certain kids not being able to have access to those things. So we discussed plans in order to get those products in schools and so kids could be able to use them. So what can CWF do for you guys? So like I said, you will be able to learn how to have a civil conversation really about any topic. It was funny because we started out with simple things like Coke or Pepsi, like which kind of drink do you like the best? And it was super fun to just grow on those topics as they became more and more important topics that we see today. It will also teach you how to be a leader in your communities. You'll come back really just fired up to make a change in your communities. You also get to spend time meeting other kids. So this is something I never thought I would really enjoy that, but I really did because it was so fun to just meet other people that had the same interests as you, different interests as you, and it was just really cool to meet different people. And then also you're representing Daviess County, Indiana at Washington, D.C., which I just thought that was super cool because I'm representing my small county in Indiana all the way in Washington, D.C., making a difference. So overall, CWF is just an amazing opportunity for kids grades 9 through 12 here in Daviess County and all the other counties in Indiana. I would really recommend going to it because it is truly life-changing. It really changes your perspective on a lot of different things. Whether your opinions are of something a certain way or not, you'll still be considering other people's opinions as important. So for more information on this, I would just recommend going to the Indiana 4-H website. If you just search Citizenship Washington Focus, Indiana 4-H, you can find information on the website, pictures from past trips, and information on future trips and things like that. And then also contacting Mrs. Jane Ann Beard. She will tell you everything you need to know about applying for it and basically let you know what the specific details are and all that kind of information. So overall, it was a wonderful trip, and I hope you learned a little bit about what CWF can do for you. Thank you.
So can we get another round of applause for Hannah Bennington? For those of you that don't know, Hannah is one of our 10-year members this year. Along with a rock star, she does like 30 projects every year, and she does all of them well. It is impressive. So when you come back and you look in the building, you will see Hannah's name a lot. Also, I will give a shout out to Hannah. She was in the Miss Daviess County contest, so she is a busy lady, and she did really well in both. So she's my role model this week. But what she said is right. I highly encourage all of you guys to go on any 4-H trips that you can and that are available. That was one of my favorite parts of 4-H when I was like, you learn so much. They make you get out of your shell, like public speaking does. They help you meet people, so when you have to go start conversations, networking, they're really fun experiences. And in our county, we cover a lot of the expenses, so there's no reason not to go. But they're a great opportunity, and I highly encourage you to go. It's super fun. You get to be away from your parents for 3 days. You can eat whatever you want. If you want to drink pop at like 10 p.m., they let you. You get to run all over Purdue's campus. It's awesome. You guys will love it. Ward, are you convinced? He doesn't look convinced, but it's really fun. And if Jane Ann's your chaperone, then you have no rules, right? No one thought that was funny. That's okay. Jane Ann wasn't here to appreciate my joke. She was telling me some horror stories of when she chaperoned in the past. She said one time, a long time ago, I'm probably not supposed to tell this story, but you guys will like it. One time, a long time ago, Jane Ann chaperoned a trip to Purdue, and her delegates snuck out and went to a college party, and she had to go hunt them down. Can you imagine Jane Ann busting into a frat house and hunting down delegates? No one is laughing, but I think it's funny. So, is that not amazing? She said she was so mad. So, don't do that if you go, but I'm just saying, it's a good experience. Even Grant liked it, my brother Grant. So, you should go on trips. Right, Addie? Addie says you should go on trips. Dylan, are you going to go on a trip now? Dylan might go on a trip. And Academy's fun. If you do the airplane one, you get to actually go up in a plane. That's what Owen did. Addie's brother Owen. Or you get to play with dead animals. Like if you do one of those, you get to like stitch up and learn how to give stitches. It's really fun if you're into that. Jackson, are you convinced? Okay. What about you?
Besides the dead animal part.
Well, you don't have to do that one. They have a cooking one where you get to cook. You get to take.
That'll be better.
You get to do classes with like actual cooking professors. So, that's the nice thing about Roundup and Academy. You get to pick whatever subject you want to do while you're there. So you can do that. What about you, Wyatt? Are you convinced? Why not? So you'll go to Roundup?
Well, I'm a bit confused about like what we're talking about right now.
That's okay. So while our judges are deciding, what about 4-H camp? Would you guys go to 4-H camp? 4-H camp is fun.
I went to 4-H camp last year.
You did? Did you like it? Okay. How many of you have been on trips or to 4-H camp before? Besides Addie, Hannah, and then Wyatt, you went to 4-H camp. Ward, did you go? No. Ward did not go to 4-H camp. Yeah. Well, and they are in the summer, and so people's summers are busy. But if you are available, I recommend you should go. You'll learn a lot. You get a free t-shirt if you go. And Purdue's food courts are really good. So the food's really good. You can have ice cream for breakfast if you want. What about you, Ayla? Are you convinced you're going to go on a trip now? Okay. Hey, if that's what gets you there, that's what gets you there. Leah, are you going to go? All right. So, wait. So both of you guys are old enough. You can probably go to Roundup. So next year, I better see your name in the newsletter. Yeah. They try to tell me I can go again as a volunteer, and I said, I don't know if it'll be as fun as it was when I was your age, but maybe I will. All right. They're still figuring it out. Are you guys more nervous now or more nervous before you talked? Now you're just like, give me my ribbon so I can leave? So are you guys, you're just like, give me my ribbon, I'm good with whatever? Or are you like nervous, you're like, oh, I want to do really good? What's...
I want to do good, but I don't care if I get something decent.
Yeah, that's a good attitude.
I get a blue ribbon. That's basically participation.
It's a good thing you didn't have the microphone. You would probably be in trouble for saying that. Okay, so I'm going to go there and get the results. Sit tight, guys. All right, so before we announce the winners, which I know you guys are ready for, we want to say a quick thank you to our two judges this evening, Mike Myers and Nathan Gabhart. Yeah, you can clap. Mr. Myers is a county councilman and a lifelong Daviess County resident. He's a graduate of North Daviess High School and Indiana State University. He lives in Washington with his wife, Christine Myers, who is a teacher at Washington High School. And then he has two sons, Ben and Alex, who are seniors at Washington High School. And then Nathan Gabhart is currently in his 8th year as a county commissioner. He received the 2018 Outstanding County Commissioner Award, and he was a Washington High School graduate. He graduated from Purdue Pharmacy School in 1998 and is the founder of TrueScripts, a national pharmacy benefit manager located here in Washington. And he is a 9-time Ironman competitor. And then him and his wife, Beth, and their family reside here in Washington. So thank you again to Mike and Nathan for being our judges this evening. And then we also want to give a special thank you to all our sponsors of all the awards this evening, and anyone who donated for all the Grand Champion Awards, and our live stream people. So now for what you've all been waiting for. You guys can all come up here and stand. Yeah, kind of line up. Hannah, you can come up as well. All right. So all of our public speaking participants received a blue ribbon. Okay, and then for each division, we will have 3 Indiana State Fair selections. So in the junior division, our Indiana State Fair selections will be Ayla Owens, Leah Owens, and Dylan Stowers. For our senior division, it will be Addie Jarrett, and for our senior division for informative presentation, it will be Hannah Bennington. Okay. And then now for our reserve grand champion and grand champion of our junior division. Your reserve grand champion for 2022 public speaking will be Ayla Owens. And your grand champion will be Leah Owens. For our senior division, our grand champion will be Addie Jarrett. And our grand champion for informative 4-H presentation is Hannah Bennington. Can we get one more round of applause for all our public Thank you again to everyone who joined us for our show this evening, and congratulations to all of our public speaking participants. It takes a lot to get up and speak in front of others, so you all did a great job and are great examples of 4-Hers. So, thank you everyone. Have a good evening.